How often do you deeply analyze your OTP category? Are you more up to speed on recent OTP trends than your competitors? Introducing ProView OTP Category Management from Swedish Match, the industry leader in ultra-fast OTP category management. Why wait weeks for supplier OTP analysis when Swedish Match can provide insight in minutes? So go ahead, build OTP shopper satisfaction and take share from your competitors. Swedish Match ProView OTP Analysis, operating at the speed of light. For more information on ultra-fast OTP category management, contact Category Management at swedishmatch.com.
Hi, Steve Holtz coming to you from San Francisco in the Sigma conference, where we just came out of one of the educational sessions that hits on a lot of the headlines we're hearing today. It was titled Funding Today's Increasingly Difficult Cash Cycle, and it was about how the credit crisis that we've seen nationally is affecting retailers and gasoline marketers. So joining me is one of the speakers from that session, Fred Whitaker. You are an attorney who typically deals with clients looking at getting into acquisitions and things like that, but you say that's changed in recent months in the past year or so. Tell me how.
Well, unfortunately, with increasing supply prices and customers of my clients unilaterally increasing their credit terms and not paying what they're supposed to pay, my clients have had an increasing AR/AP spread, and that has had a deleterious effect on their credit lines. So their banks actually have been reducing credit lines, pulling credit lines back, going into technical defaults they would never have gone into. And a lot of it also is because of the credit crisis that's happening nationally. It's not just petroleum distributors, it's not just C-store dealers, it's every industry that I represent. The banks are getting tougher. It's just that in our industry we have very thin margins and we rely a lot on daily borrowing. And so that's why it's become a crisis.
Right. Now, you say that borrowers really need to be proactive to avoid getting into trouble. How do you do that, and why?
Well, several things. Your banker is just like your supplier. People wine and dine their suppliers all the time. They talk to their suppliers on a daily basis, yet they only talk to their bank when they have to send them their borrowing-based certificate. They only talk to their bank when they have to send them their financial statement. They need to be talking to their bank consistently. The clients of mine who are doing really well are treating their bank like a supplier, and they're actually communicating with them on a daily basis. Then there are taking other proactive steps. If they are realizing that they are way into their line, they're working to get their letters of credit outside of their line of credit, maybe separately collateralized so that they have more room on the line without creating more risk for the bank. Because right now the banks simply aren't increasing lines simply on the cash flow story, simply on the fact that you actually need more cash to fund your business. They're just not doing it.
So does this mean I should be sitting on my credit?
No, absolutely not. It's actually counterintuitive. Right now, you should be into your line and out of your line. In other words, borrow off of it, let the bank have some interest, pay it back down, show that you need it in your business. Unfortunately, what's happening is that the conservative borrower is often getting punished, especially by the community and regional banks who may be having regulatory troubles. And so they're looking at the portions of the line that aren't being used, or they're looking at technical defaults as ways to reduce their risk, to reduce lines. And I'm having borrowers right now with portions of the lines just unilaterally being removed because they aren't being used. So actually you need to be using your line, showing your bank that you're using it and that you're responsible to paying it down all the time. Don't give the bank the impression that it's just going to hang out there and it's not getting paid back. Short-term credit lines are that short-term. The bank's expecting it to be paid back in the term.
Now, if I've missed that window to be... Go ahead.
Sorry.
I'll come back. I'll pull it out. Okay. Now, if I've missed that window to be proactive, is all lost for me?
Oh, absolutely not. You can always solve the problem, and there are plenty of different types of lenders out there, and there's even a lot of private equity and private lenders that are coming into the fore right now. But what you need to do is you understand what the bank wants. And so you need to be able to take cash to separately collateralize lines. You need to be able to go have multiple relationships with other lenders. Some of these options are going to be a little more expensive if you're reactive rather than proactive, but the problems can be solved.
Well, one fortunate thing that's happened is gas prices have dropped recently. How has that affected this issue?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only been a recent drop. It's only been in the last 2 or 3 weeks that fuel prices have really started to come down significantly. Now, while that's happened, that helps on the supply side of the AR/AP spread. We're not seeing on the consumer side, or the side where the dealers are actually able to pay faster and pay more down on the lines that they owe my customers. So it's not had a good effect yet. We're hopeful though.
Okay. All right. Well, Fred, thank you for joining us. And thank you. We'll be back with more right after this.
How often do you deeply analyze your OTP category? Are you more up to speed on recent OTP trends than your competitors? Introducing ProView OTP Category Management from Swedish Match, the industry leader in ultra-fast OTP category management. Why wait weeks for supplier OTP analysis when Swedish Match can provide insight in minutes? So go ahead, build OTP shopper satisfaction, and take share from your competitors. Swedish Match ProView OTP Analysis, operating at the speed of light. For more information on ultra-fast OTP category management, contact Category Management at swedishmatch.com.